In this video, we will talk about the computer virus. The virus stands for Vital Information Resource Under Siege. What is a perverse software? Perverse software is a kind of a software which has the capability to damage critical information present in a computer's operating system, as well as deleting files and changing and corrupting them. What are the different kinds of malwares? So a malware is a kind of a software which damages any kind of information present in the operating system, like deleting the boot files. The boot files are required for starting the operating system in a computer. So what are the different kinds of malware? So let's start with virus. So virus is very common, everybody knows that. So virus is a kind of a software program which has been critically designed to destroy certain files and informations, or also sometimes locking the user out of his system. Then we will talk about the bomb. Bomb is also a kind of a malware which intentionally damages specific target programs, like deleting some important files of an operating system, like deleting the boot files, and also deleting the system32 presently in the Windows 10, Windows 7 operating systems. And then the worm. Worm is a kind of a software which doesn't directly affect the OS of a machine. It attacks generally routers, Wi-Fi systems, and other networking devices. It spreads by infecting the firmware or the system software of a router and then replicating itself through the entire network. This is generally done to steal information from a network, what kind of data is being transmitted to a certain organization. Then comes Trojan. Trojan is a kind of a software which is very destructive in nature. It generally comes with softwares which are generally pirated from the torrent and other peer-to-peer networking sites. This kind of a software is generally destructive and very much replicates itself through invisible means. It destroys the file system, it destroys sometimes videos, images, corrupts them, and lot more. And then comes spywares. Spywares are generally designed by the country's hackers or sometimes the ethical systems. So why does spywares exist? Spywares are not intentionally designed to delete something. Spywares are just designed to see what kind of informations are being sent. Example, there are few governments in our world which uses softwares which are quite most widely used throughout the world, like UC browser, TikTok. This kind of softwares just steals information and transmits to the origin country's servers, which is quite harmful and should be checked. Then comes Sweeper. Sweeper is a kind of a software which just sweeping means it just deletes any kind of data without the permission of the user. Then comes zombies. Zombies are kind of a spyware which do not steal but keeps them in the machine, like splitting itself and replicating throughout the entire network, and keeps on waiting until the hacker sends a command to steal them. Then the zombies turns into a spyware. Adwares are typically bundled with free open source free softwares which are premium in devices. This kind of things are done by the software companies to earn some kind of money. So adwares are generally not harmful in nature, but adware shows typically pop-ups which are quite annoying sometimes. And then hijack. Hijack is kind of a program which just changes the look of a browser like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. This kind of software just changes the search engine option, changes the look of the browser, and so on. So what are different kinds of viruses? So there are generally two kinds of viruses: boot sector and file virus. So what is a boot sector virus? Boot sector, boot means the starting process of an operating system. So Linux, Windows, Mac, and any other kind of operating system all have a boot files. So what does it do? It does infects the boot sector partition and deletes it, or may not delete it. It just changes the some kind of information which renders the computer useless. So if a boot sector virus infects a computer, the machine has to be formatted to cleanly to see that the boot sector virus has been removed from the hard disk, and a new fresh install of operating system has to be done. Then comes your file virus. So what a file virus is a broad term. It's a broad kind of viruses. We'll look into in the next presentation. So what are the different kinds of file viruses? So there are different kinds of file viruses like macro virus, polymorphic, stealth, clustered, email, hybrid, and companion. So let us talk about the macro virus. Macro is a kind of a function which allows you to automate certain tasks in Word, Excel, PowerPoint. And what does it do? So the hacker who wants to attack your system just writes a Visual Basic script in any kind of IDE, and integrates that into a file, and then gives out the file in through emails, because macros are generally not detected by email softwares now. So when the macros are being downloaded in the machine, when they open it, and then the acts become, because it's quite invisible in nature. Polymorphic means poly means multiple and morphic means changes. It's a quite harmful type of virus, which is quite it just changes with acts. Like it is so difficult to understand this kind of polymorphic virus that many antiviruses cannot detect, and this kind of viruses. So polymorphic virus is a quite harmful type of virus, exists in the entire series of file viruses. Then comes stealth virus. Stealth means that it hides. It has zero visibility from the user. Like it installs, suppose it installs a program within a program, and without the understanding and without any knowledge of the user, the stealth keeps on working and keeps on deleting files, sending some information to the remote user who is being targeted. Cluster means that it attacks the directories. Directories means folders, and changes them and hides them from the user. And email virus are generally being sent through spam messages. So it should be checked by the user to open the spam. Then the hybrid virus. The hybrid virus is a kind of virus which not only attacks the user and deletes them, but also sends them some kind of information to the hacker. Then companion virus. Companion virus is a kind of virus which installs with some executable. So companion viruses are sometimes contains the high priority extensions. Like what is an extension? Whenever we save a file, it has to be saved with a kind of extension so that it can be opened by the specified software. So companion virus example can be in .com file, command file. .com stands for command file, and .exe stands for executable files. So how do we prevent this kind of attacks? We can prevent this kind of attacks by installing antivirus softwares and anti-malware softwares, and keep an eye on the firewall to see that any kind of extra outgoing and inbound messages are not being sent or being received. So antivirus softwares are like Quick Heal, K7 Security, Avast, and there are a lot of kind of antivirus and anti-malware softwares which just prevents and detects through. It has to be noticed that the antivirus and anti-malware software should be updated frequently, so that the database being changed, and so that the database being updated and changed every time, so that they have the knowledge base to which kind of antivirus which kind of viruses are present. And the firewall is a kind of you can say a door to your house. So suppose a door is there, and there are a lot of cameras are present. So whenever someone comes, you just look through the camera and see who is coming. If you know the person, then you allow the person. If you don't know the person, you just return them. So these kind of things are present in our operating system like Windows Firewall and Kaspersky Firewall. Subscribe for more videos.